Exodus 1, aka Indigo Sky, aka y'all already know who it is, man. Trigger rank and the trigger man. So basically y'all know the rules. Comment, like, subscribe, share, hit notification. If you in here, you wanna donate to the channel or follow me on other platforms, everything's in the top of my description. With that being said, play the intro and we're gonna get it cracking.
You were watching a master at work.
We about to watching the sauce. That's what we reacting to. Seems like she got a little update to the Diddy doc, so we're gonna see what they talking about. Check out the sauce, y'all. Celeb sauce.
After 50 Cent has dropped his Diddy doc and everybody is watching
2124
one of
celeb
Diddy's
sauce.
ex-A&Rs, Conrad DeMonchi, says he getting ready to sue everybody. He's suing 50 Cent, he's suing Netflix, he's suing Aubrey O'Day because he says that Aubrey O'Day lied on his name when she was telling her story about how she suspected that Diddy did something to her.
Conrad, who would you put this documentary on? You've heard people say, is it more on 50s and more on Netflix? Like, who do you think, regardless of the truth or non-truth of it, who's the blend or the genesis of this documentary in your opinion?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I'm taking legal action against everyone. Everyone is responsible. Everyone. I mean, so right now it's Netflix, it's Curtis Jackson, it's Alexandria Stapleton, and even Aubrey.
Now, in the documentary, Aubrey said that she received an affidavit from a woman who said that once upon a time, she was at Diddy's studio and she just happened to be looking for the bathroom. And when she walked through the wrong door, she saw Aubrey O'Day unconscious on the couch with Diddy over there with somebody else, engaging in activities with Aubrey that it didn't seem that Aubrey consented to.
Throughout the Diddy documentary, I'm waiting the whole time for Aubrey O'Day to reveal some major story that happened between her and Diddy. 3 episodes in, she's basically just talking about Diddy in a very general way. It isn't until the 4th episode that Aubrey reveals a witness walked in on Aubrey O'Day completely inebriated with Diddy doing things to her, as well as a second man who they refer to as a light-skinned, tall man. Details are very explicit and not anything I could share on here. This witness revealed that it was 100% Aubrey O'Day.
Now, in the documentary, Aubrey also stated that the person who wrote the affidavit that said she saw what she saw also said that she reported the incident to Diddy's A&R, Conrad DeMonchi, and when she told him about what she saw going on with Aubrey, he told her to mind her business because she didn't know the dynamics of what was going on and she didn't need to involve herself.
She opens the door and she sees Aubrey, in the room getting like off and another dude. So this is what's in the documentary. And then she comes back to me. She tells me what she saw about seeing Aubrey in this room getting, and I told her, this is what she's saying, I told her to mind her business. She doesn't understand the dynamics, yes, of what's going on, which it never happened. I'm being viciously attacked because it looks like in the documentary that I'm being complicit with that a woman comes and tells me, like, I just saw your artist getting, but I'm gonna tell her to mind her business. It's pure bullshit.
Well, now, Conrad says he's dropping lawsuits on everybody because he claims that 50 Cent, Netflix, and Aubrey O'Day involved his name in a falsified lawsuit story against Diddy that they all know darn well couldn't possibly be true. Because according to Conrad, the woman who claims that she saw Aubrey O'Day in the room with Diddy was Thalia Graves. Y'all remember Thalia? She's the woman being represented by Gloria Allred who claims that Diddy awed her on a pool table with Big Joe in 2001.
What are you doing? That means your kidneys are leaking protein, bro. You think it's not serious? That's how kidney failure starts. Proteinuria. The filters inside your kidneys, your nephrons, they're inflamed, damaged, and they're letting your life force leak out your urine. And when your kidneys stop filtering, your heart overworks. Your testosterone drops. Your drive disappears. That's why I tell my brother.
Hit the little arrow button, I guess, below the video.
Pyonuta shilajit gummies are loaded with shilajit, black maca, gapsula, ashwagandha, and ginseng. That's straight plant electricity for the kidneys, the prostate, and the bedroom. You take 2 gummies a day and watch pull out foamy urine, gone. Weak stream, strong, no drive, back like fire. Stop playing with your health. You're not tired, you're toxic, you're not old, your kidneys hormones are overloaded. Pure Nutra is that cellular cleanse and masculine restoration in one. Go get it.
Hey, what's up? Hey, y'all hit the like button, man. Y'all hit that like button.
Who crashed into you after a car accident?
Come on now, dog.
You get paid.
Come on, man.
I hit the like button.
Attorney Gloria Allred, and with me is our client, plaintiff.
And hey, what's up? What's up?
Now, according to Conrad, even though her and Big Joe got it on, he says that that was consensual, and this woman is now only out for a money grab. And he also says that 50 Cent, Netflix, and Aubrey O'Day should have known that, and he also knows darn well that the affidavit that Aubrey O'Day read on the screen during the documentary was from 2001. So how in the world could the woman have seen her in 2005?
Despite turmoil on and off camera, Danity Kane debuted to massive success. But that momentum came to a screeching halt when Diddy fired Aubrey O'Day and D. Woods.
Based on a lot of things that I've heard, you're not really a happy camper in this situation.
No, I don't think anyone has been happy for a long time in this situation.
Okay, so you can go to it.
What's up? What's up?
Are you sure about
I'm
that?
positive.
Now hit that like button, man. Hit the like button for me.
Conrad said that he knows for a fact that she's lying because him and Thalia were mad cool, and he knows that Thalia was in Diddy's studio around 2001, and Aubrey and Danity Kane didn't get signed until 2005. So, according to Conrad, how in the world would Thalia Graves have seen Aubrey in a compromising position if they were never in the studio at the same time? As a matter of fact, they were in the studio like 4 or 5 years apart.
She's claiming in 2001 all this happened, and she's saying she opened the door. She saw Aubrey from Danity Kane in a room getting. First problem is that we didn't sign Danity Kane until 2005. The very end of 2005 is when we signed Danity Kane. Aubrey and Danity Kane wasn't a thought in 2001.
Okay, so this is where it gets even more interesting, because Conrad accidentally spilled some more tea. You remember how Diddy's former bodyguard Big Joe said that Thalia Graves was lying when she said that him and Diddy ought her because 1, he never met the woman, and 2, he wasn't at Bad Boy in 2001.
I don't know this lady from anywhere.
You've never met her.
Never in my life.
He's talking about this woman, Thalia Graves, who appeared at a highly promoted news conference last week with attorney Gloria Allred.
The trauma of the assault has taken a toll on my mental health.
The attorney for Graves announcing a federal
Sometimes I be thinking all red is like a damn ambulance chaser or some shit.
lawsuit claiming that in 2001, the then
And like she said,
25-year-old was
she was the lawyer for the lady who said that Usher gave her, y'all know what, the mumps. We ain't gonna say it on here.
and bound and viciously in the Manhattan headquarters of
Yeah,
Bad
whatever happened to that shit?
Boy Entertainment by Music
And then she was so big, it was like, bruh, that bitch was shaped like a self-cleaning deep freezer. That bitch was bad bodied than a motherfucker, dog. Talking about somebody gave her something, like gave her too much food to eat around this.
Sean Diddy Combs with his bodyguard and head of security, Joe Sherman.
I'm not questioning her integrity. I'm questioning her claims against me. I wasn't the head of the security. You got the wrong man. I've never seen you. I've never did anything negative with you. I've never been in the same room with you. Not only wasn't I there, I wasn't even in New York.
Well, Big Joe and Conrad may need to have a little sit-down talk man-to-man to get their story straight. Because according to Conrad, not only was Big Joe in New York in 2001, but he also says that Big Joe did in fact have intimate relations with Thalia Graves. And he says that he knows this because he says that he personally saw the XXX videotape of Thalia Graves giving Big Joe sloppy toppy back in the day. But according to
I can't play copyrighted music.
Conrad, Diddy was not present in the room. He says that Diddy only knew about it because one day they were watching a video in the Bad Boy offices and Diddy walked in and saw the woman giving Big Joe the sloppy toppy and started to laugh and her giving Big Joe the business.
I walk into the room and the dude that she's claiming, Big Joe is in there along with a few other people. Puff is in there too. And Big Joe has a camcorder in his hand and he's showing a video and everyone's laughing. So they, yo, come here. So I come and take a look, and what happened is Thalia, same woman, she made a tape with Big Joe. So apparently she hooked up with Big Joe. I think the bad part about the video is because she's giving him in the video, and I say sex tape because again it's a camcorder. We didn't have the video phones back there. Yeah. She's looking into the camera and talking while giving him head.
Listen, let me tell you something. If Conrad is actually telling the truth, and Big Joe did in fact have relations with Thalia Graves, then I think that Big Joe may need to jump on the internet and apologize to Jay Prince. Because do you remember when he was trying to say that Jay...
I don't know if y'all know, but like when we be live streaming and shit, we can't play copyrighted music. Like if we play it, we just gotta like basically erase the whole video right afterwards.
Prince set this whole thing up?
Yo, I've been telling you motherfucking people this was coming. In my last motherfucking post, I told you they're focusing on destroying the black community by destroying its leaders. And it's not just a certain group of people in the music business, it's one individual from Houston, Texas, that put me in this motherfucking lawsuit that got beef with both these men. His name is Jay Prince. Puppy slapped Drake, and motherfucking Jay-Z went behind his back and signed motherfucking Megan Thee Stallion to Rock Nation without his approval. What he did is snuck and stale. And Jay Prince, the type of motherfucker that don't forgive when you go too hard on him. He may forgive the small shit, but as you can see, he's not forgiving the big shit. But what makes this even worse is that us East Coast rappers and us East Coast so-called leaders are sitting around and not defending each other. And when you don't defend each other, this is what the fuck happened. They tear you apart, tear you down, and crucify you. So like I said, I don't get...
Very much so true. Divided we fall. Divided we fall, y'all.
What motherfucker say about me, because at the end of the day, I know I ain't got shit to do nothing. I ain't got...
Now, I find it very interesting that the former members of the Bad Boy clique are throwing each other under the bus. Because if you remember, Big Joe said he didn't notice...
Man, this documentary been out, what, 2 weeks now? And man, this shit has blown the internet to smithereens. If he fucking around, I know he gonna make another one. He gonna at least make a part 2. But y'all gear up, because it might be 2, 3, 4. They might have to make a movie out of this shit.
Never saw her, never saw her face, never had anything to do with her. But in order to distance himself from the Aubrey O'Day allegations made in 50 Cent's documentary, Conrad Dementia is saying, oh yes you did, and as a matter of fact, I saw the video. But you still never know who's telling the truth, because Conrad also said that after Thalia Graves filed her lawsuit with Gloria Allred and then made the affidavit saying that she saw Aubrey O'Day in that back room, Diddy called them.
Domino's specialty pizzas are Domino's best pizzas, and we love that for them.
Did anybody see Jake Paul get his face cracked last night? I mean, bro, dude got cracked so hard, bro. It was like, damn. He broke his jaw.
A few weeks later, I get a call from someone, and they're like, do you know this girl named Thalia? I'm like, fuck. You know, so she's doing a case against Puff, and Puff is trying to get you on the phone. I get on the phone with Puff, and he's like, yo, Rad, what is this? Now, the thing is that she has me all through the civil case. Like, my boyfriend, she's calling me her boyfriend. You know, my boyfriend was advising me. She's acting as if I'm supporting her, you know, in the case. So when Puff first calls me, he's thinking, like, what is going on? Like, she's talking like, you down with this? What is this? I don't know this chick, you know, and I never called her. I just explained to him the entire situation. So I spent like 2 months on and off calls with his lawyers, you know, his investigators, like just trying to sort things out. So Netflix, they don't get my consent to put this up there and have Aubrey read this affidavit. She's reading something that I believe she knows. And Aubrey, at the end of it, she says, when she's reading it, at the end of it, she's like, Aubrey's tapped for years about...
Thank you for hitting the like, man. Somebody's showing some love, man. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for hitting the like button, man. All right, y'all. We're going to Trap More Raw's channel. We got more of this creepy ass David shit, bro. Let's see what the fuck Trap More Rock is talking about with this fucking D4 VD dude.
Trapmore Gang. I just dropped a crazy video on David, and I touched on one of his most bizarre and self-snitching interviews of his whole career. Now,
Buddy is cooked.
This video that I just dropped, okay, not too long ago, all about this insane cult that some people think David is a part of it. And I thought there was absolutely no merit to it until I looked into it. But there's been some weird stuff going on with this video since I uploaded it. It keeps getting something weird's going on with this video, okay? So I'm making this follow-up video because I want to touch on something. Because if that video doesn't stay up, there is something that I found right at the end of that video that is absolutely crazy. And I want to touch on it in this standalone video just to preserve this information and make you guys aware of what is probably the most flagrant example of self-snitching that I've ever seen from David. And he, in the first time in an interview, all right, is seemingly addressing Celeste. Not directly, but if you know the law, you'll know that there is an interlude on one of his albums, The Invisible String Theory, where a lot of people believe that that is actually Celeste's voice on the snippet. Okay, people believe it's her voice. I can't play it to you for copyright reasons, ironically. Okay, but there is an interview, okay, this interview right here, I'm gonna play the entire interview, okay? This interview, and there's a whole bunch of clips and snippets. This is from the Tape Notes podcast, okay? I said in my previous video, and that video might get taken down based on some of the things that are going on behind the scenes, but I said in that previous video, I need people to go and download this again, because this interview has got some very, very dark references in it. I think David's talking about Celeste. And I think
this is Buick.
Super weirdo.
Buick, exceptional by design. Celebrate the.
Oh, he's gonna be as weird as he wanna be when he get to jail.
Likely,
they got something for him when he get to jail.
He's put out during a period when Celeste was no longer alive. Now there was talk about her being killed in spring of 2025. SF Investigates is talking about she wasn't seen after January the 2nd, 2025. Now this is May 25th, 2025. It's likely, possibly, it is likely in some people's opinion that Celeste was not alive when this interview was recorded. It's also likely, okay, that the girl on this Invisible String Theory interlude is Celeste, okay? And in this song, they basically go back and forth. She says, so I got a question, why don't you hold my hand anymore? I'm so serious, I haven't held your hand in ages. And then they basically go on to say, you heard of the Invisible String Theory, it meant we were supposed to meet. Okay, I loved you before I existed and I'll love you even when I die. Okay, this is creepy as hell. And people are in the comments on Genius talking about, yo.
Nah, bro, never rode a motorcycle in my life. I don't think I want to either. Yo, what up? Yeah, I'm not messing with no motorcycles, bro.
Ooh.
Only motorcycles I get on is a GTA, and that's it.
Do we know who that girl is? I always thought the girl was Caliucci's, but it's definitely Celeste. That's what people think, okay? If you go to the song on YouTube, all right, this is inexplicably still up. Don't want to play it just in case, but people are saying the rabbit hole gets deeper. There's literally her voice, bro. There's a live stream of her talking with him. Now, the reason I'm making this second video, talking about this interview, is because David talks about this interlude. He talks about the person on the song in this interview, and the way he reacts when this comes up is so.
I just
want to play this to you. Okay, I'm making a separate video about this.
Yeah, I always say I look like somebody, bro. Like I look like Isaac Hayes, goddamn Chef from South Park, Sleepy Brown. I like the way you move. David Banner, man, them folks think I look like every goddamn body. I look like Exodus 1, aka Indigo Sky, aka y'all already know who it is. Trigger Man himself.
Crazy, right? But check.
He's basically like the evil version of me, and he's kind of garnered this cult that followed after him. And in the One More Dance music video, you follow two of the cult members, and they're going around with me in the trunk to bury me after I died.
So look, bruh, if you go back and watch the video that I did earlier today, if it's still up, I basically break down this whole theory that there's actually this crazed cult. I don't even want to say too much, okay? He's in this
It's
interview
7
talking
something
about
4 or something like
that
that.
footage of the body being put in the body being put in the trunk by Dave. Dave is dragging a body. It gets put in a trunk. He's found with the remains of a child in his own trunk. The trunk. How are you doing? How are you even broadcasting this, bro? This is insane. So he basically opens up later in this interview about not only this symbology of his Itami character, which is basically an alter ego that he's invented. It's the Japanese word for pain.
All these niggas weird as fuck. All these niggas with these alter egos and shit. Like, I'm talking about, bro, I got like AKAs, but these niggas Drake, bro, he wanna be Anita Max Win and all that kind of goofy ass shit. Like, bro, come on, bro. Anita Max Win kind of look like a Hello Kitty character, bro.
Who that person is. Look, when I show you this, you're gonna believe me.
So there's an
It's at the end. At the end.
Oh yes.
The voice at the end.
Oh yes. The added voicemail. So there's an extra layer that I added throughout the album where you hear like little voice bites and things like that. Cannot disclose who voice is because copyright. But
Already got a free phone from another provider.
So you mean to tell me this man killed this girl and put her put her voice on the album, bro? This is weird.
What is wrong with this man?
This is crazy, bro. You gotta be a sick
He's
motherfucker.
in the interview, and just look how weirdly he behaves when this comes up, bro. This is so weird. I'm gonna slow it down.
It's like he's trying to throw you off the track.
He's awkward. He's like, the voice. He's thinking about how I'm gonna answer this question. Who is the voice?
Added voicemail. So there's an extra layer that I
see his head movements. He's kind of
he's
overdoing
scared.
it.
He's scared, bro.
He's on the ropes. He knows he shouldn't be talking about this. He knows he has to be very careful. To me, that's a tick.
Man, I'm telling y'all, bro.
Okay? It's a tell. He's trying to think how he can sort of finesse his way out of this situation. He knows he shouldn't be talking about this. He's got to be very careful.
Y'all, stay prayed up. Stay away from evil. Keep your head up. Put God first. Love your family, your children, and your mother and your father, that your days might be long. But Celeste had already had a bad coming up because Celeste was a little girl who used to run away. Bro, when you don't listen to your parents, bro, shit like this happens, bro. So yeah, man.
I added throughout the album where you hear like little voice bites and things like
So basically, he knew her since she was 11. She was unalive when she was, I guess, the beginning of this year, which is 25. And what I was about to say, yeah, he unalived her at the beginning of this year, and they find her body, I guess, a little bit after she turns 15. So roughly, this man been with this girl for 4 years, bro, like 4 fucking years. Since she was 11, 12, 13, 14. Find her body when she 15. Come on, my G.
Cannot disclose who the voice is because copyright.
But what's wrong with this dude, man? The way his face changes, this is a psychopath, right? The way his face changes, he's looking away. Look, I'm gonna get on my JCS criminal psychology right now, okay? Notice when the voice comes up, when he brings up, there's another voice on the album. He's no eye contact, he's looking away, he can't even look at the person he's talking to.
The added voicemail. So there's an extra layer that
and when he looks, it's like he's got a little tick.
Added throughout the album where you hear
that's
like
how you know, bro.
Like
if you study speech and study like, you know what I'm saying, body, you know what I'm saying, movements and things of that nature, bro, you can tell if somebody lying for sure. Cause I know when I first started fucking with mushrooms and shit, bro, I mean, it was like when I got on the mushrooms, I was able to look at a motherfucker and be like, oh, that's some bullshit. You a liar. You ain't shit. You ain't real. Bro, that mushroom, bro.
Disclose who the voice
that
is.
shit take your ass to a whole nother level. That shit is past smoking weed, getting drunk. That shit is past all of that. Mushrooms, bro. Basically, bro, you talking to the white dwarf in the sky, my nigga. Like, I don't know if y'all know. You got to know what the fuck I'm talking about. To be honest, actually be on it,
but disclose the voice.
But
please don't. If you're not mentally, like, if your mind isn't mentally strong, please do not take mushrooms or any kind of psilocybins. Um, I wouldn't even do ayahuasca. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta have a strong mind to even fuck with some shit like that, cause it's gonna take you somewhere where you've never been. I promise you.
Just sound
voices, because correct. That's not how copyright works, buddy.
Yeah.
What do you mean copyright? It's cat.
Rights and things to add an extra layer of authenticity and storytelling to the project, and there's an interlude as well.
He keeps breaking eye contact, he keeps looking away, he keeps looking at his phone, he's looking away from the interviewer. All right.
My main motif of the album is the invisible.
His voice is cracking. A main motif for the album
project, and there's an interlude as well. My main motif of the album is the invisible string theory, the Korean ideology, the invisible string theory, and I have this alter ego called Itami, which means pain in Japanese, where everybody's connected from this invisible life force that connects you to either your soulmate or friends you meet or people you encounter in your life. And I flipped that for this story, as in every.
He looks like he's kind of going one word at a time. He's just thinking, he's babbling, he's waffling. He doesn't really know where he should take this conversation. He's talking himself. He's trying to talk.
Man, this man is in some fucking trouble, bro. Like, this whole shit, bro, like, I'm just still trying to figure out how the man's still walking around free, bro. That's my main thing, bro. How the fuck is you free, big dog?
Away, he's yapping. He's just trying to talk around in circles and basically move the interviewer away from what's really being asked. So who's that person on the voice? Who's that person on the voice note on the album? He's going, I actually thought my atomic...
Yeah, so when the dude asked him who's the voice to everybody who's saying it's Celeste's voice, like Trap Lord said, he's waffling. His body movements are kind of off, and then he tells one of the biggest lies, bro. I've been doing music for over 20-some years, bro. If I have somebody on my album, unless I wanted to be an actual surprise, I could tell you who's actually on the album without doing anything with the copyrights. Like, that's crazy.
And I can't actually say because of copyright reason. I'm doing some weird face. I'm literally so scared of confronting this in my normal persona. I have to like slip into some kind of character. I have to behave like I'm somebody else because I can't confront the fact that I'm talking about somebody who's dead.
Everybody is connected to Itami, my alter ego, who is like the agent of chaos in my entire aesthetic. You see him in various music videos. He'll pop up, and he's basically like the evil version of me. And he's kind of garnered this cult that followed after him. And in the One More Dance music video, you follow the relationship of two of the cult members, and they're going around with me in the trunk to bury me after I died. And
so again, he's talking about cult members, right? If you check the last video that I did, if it's still up, okay, you'll be able to learn about all this cult member stuff going on, right? I don't want to get into it in this video, but it's crazy.
We got we definitely going on. Hey man, dang back crazy. Oh man, I'm gonna let it go to 30 minutes, y'all, because it look like I'm gonna let it go to 30 and I'm gonna cut it. Damn, and it look like somebody's still in there, motherfucker. Y'all just hang around. I appreciate y'all, man, for that one, dog. Appreciate y'all for that bit, dog. They hang around for you, boy. You make me feel good, brethren.